Tony Fernandez, why have you called me into your boardroom?
Harry. Redknapp, I've called you in for some very serious showdown talks.
Serious? But I was in such a good mood. I found a quid down the back of the sofa and it gave me a proper boner.
Yes. Just like the good mood you were in when you walked off the pitch after getting us relegated. Everyone was talking about the players not caring, but there was you, the fucking manager, laughing and joking you were. That's why I'm thinking of sacking you, Harry. How did you manage to get so few points? Why are you so shit? And how the fuck were you ever the favourite to be the England manager? What a joke. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'll tell you what I told those 11 brave boys. After their heroic 0-0 with Reading before coming stone last with 25 points.
Oh yeah. And what was that?
I said to them, we go down, but we'll be back. 'Cause my bitch white, but my cock black. And then I sang them a little song to cheer them up a bit. A little bit of I Wanna Sex You Up by Color Me Bad. Want me to sing it to you, Tony? Ooh, go on. Tony, you know you want me to.
Fuck off. Do you think that will make me change my mind about sacking you?
Calm down, Tony. There were lots of excuses for our terrible run. None of them were my fault, you understand. The fault lies squarely with Mark Hughes and Neil Warnock.
Oh? Does it?
Yes, now go out and repeat it verbatim to the media first thing.
Are you sure it was really Warnock's fault? He left ages ago.
Definitely. Warnock's fault and 100% not mine. Tony, you can't sack me. I'm the best English manager in the history of England. All this club needs is 1 or 2 new players and we will be automatically promoted. I guarantee it.
Oh, please spare me. You said all this last time. I guarantee I'll keep you up. You can rely on Uncle Harry. What a disaster. You are so full of shit. What happened? You wanked away shitloads of money and we were just as bad.
Well, it turns out all the players were really shit. Nothing to do with me, of course. I just bought them. What we really need to do is buy loads more players. We need some terrific lads who are also terrific players.
I'm getting a headache listening to your shit, Harry.
Don't you worry your brown little head, my son. All we need is a few new faces and we'll be straight back up, no dangers. So if you'd be so kind as to get your checkbook out, I'll call my agent Umbozo Mbeki, also known as the Colonel in his native Nigeria.
You think that's a good idea?
It's absolutely vital. If we don't spend shitloads money we will get relegated. And you might even die. Half the squad don't like each other. That means we have to sell half and buy loads of new players. What did you say your net worth was?
About $500 million.
Well, it's going to be a lot less than that when I'm finished with you, my son. So as long as you're liquid, I think I'll stick around, so you'd better forget about sacking me. Chin up, eh? Tell me how much you are worth again, Tony.
Well, to be exact, about $615 million.
Fucking sweet.
But I already gave you money in the transfer window and you got Chris Samba for 12 million quid. Without putting too fine a point on it, Harry, Chris Samba is a very old and very fat cunt who is so shit that Titus Bramble sends him thank you letters.
Chris Samba is a top player.
Shut up, you retarded cunt. He's shit. Someone ripped his head off and shut down his neck and kept shitting down his neck until he was 40 stone of shit. He is literally a lump of shit, Harry, you total cunt.
We can sell him for 15 or 20 million easily.
Harry, you've been telling the press this ever since we bought him. That's just not true, is it?
Yeah.
Why? Don't you admit you just made that up? No one has ever bid for Samba, be they Russian, Chinese or from out of fucking Mongolia, be honest.
I don't do honesty ever. I am hardwired to tell lies every time I open my greedy little mouth. But okay, you've rumbled me. Chris Samba was a test case player.
A test case player? To test what exactly?
To test just how much of a fucking mug you are.
Harry, you do know I'm thinking of sacking you, don't you?
No. You're not my son.
I am? You know. Fucking test case.
Well, you got to admit, if you'll pay 12 million on Samba then the sky's the limit and I'm sticking around until I've rinsed every last penny out of you, you soppy twat.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. I've done everything an owner can.
Let me tell you how it's going to be. That fortune you own, the one that you think you own, actually belongs to me and I've come to claim my rightful share. I saw you coming a mile off, you baseball cap wearing clown. You thought you could play with the big boys and buy a Premier League club. Well, Uncle Harry is here to teach you the rules of engagement.
And what are the rules of engagement?
That your club does shit, gets relegated, you go broke and I get fucking rich. Sometime in the future the club goes into administration, but I'm long gone by then. Kushti. Read the contract we signed and fucking weep. You're stuck with me now, boy. So what about those players for next year, eh? I'd like lots of big Africans with massive cocks who can run around all day. So let's call up my good friend the Colonel Cashpoint, and get down to business. Tony. If we don't get reinforcements we will finish in the bottom half of the championship. We will do our Wolves.
Do you seriously expect me to believe that? We've got dozens of Premiership players that all cost a fortune. So I'm a bit skeptical of that old chestnut to say the least.
Ah. They were Premiership players and now we're in the Championship. Big difference, Tony.
And you didn't foresee that we might get relegated? And that we'd maybe need Championship players, if there is such a fucking difference as you claim.
Of course I fucking did. I buy them, hope we get relegated and then I fucking sell them. Kushti, 2 brown paper bags instead of just 1.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, it's an unwritten rule, Tony, known only by ex-pros who have played the game. You can't possibly be capable of playing in the Premiership and the Championship. Impossible.
What? Utter bullshit. You have just got to get a decent young player who can play in both leagues.
Trust me, Tony, what we will have to do is set about rebuilding an entirely new squad. The dressing room is divided.
Oh? Really? Let me guess. We need to sell half of them, and buy a dozen more players, costing tens of millions and incurring several agents' fees, generating several brown paper bags which magically work their way into offshore accounts that have doggy names that you know nothing about.
Jizz in my pants. Yes, I jizz in my pants.
What's wrong with the players you've got?
All they care about is their wages and which nightclub they are going to.
Same as you cunt.
Oh, yes. I suppose you're right. Apart from the nightclub part, I prefer to stay in and have a great big money shower and a cheeky wank because I am pathologically addicted to money. I fucking love money, Tony, and nothing else, and if you think I give a fuck about this club then you are even more stupid than you look. And that's saying something for a 50-year-old who wears a fucking baseball cap. You're the brown Tony Pulis, sorry Tony Penis should I say, what? I can't. Or is Tony Penis the white Tony Fernandez? Whatever the case, only one thing matters in this world, Tony, and you are about to spend it in large quantities. My son.
But I already have spent it in large quantities. This is a fucking disaster. We're doomed.
Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. Do you know who said that?
It was Martin Luther King.
It was Barry White, you fucking ignoramus.
Harry, are you mentally ill?
Only when it comes to money. Do you remember the Olympic motto, Tony? If we introduce it as the club motto, we will be saved.
You mean faster, higher, stronger?
No, bigger, blacker cock.
That's going to win us promotion, is it? Give me strength.
Oh, Tony. Please do not worry your brown little baseball cap wearing head. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the Fernandez dream. I have a dream that one day this club will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created black and with enormous cocks and the ability to run around all day. I have a dream that one day even QPR, a club sweltering with the heat of mediocrity, sweltering with a lack of talent, will be transformed into an oasis of enormous jungle cock. I have a dream that one day we will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin but the color of their cock.
What? That doesn't make sense. So they will actually be judged by the color of their skin, seeing as their cock is skin-colored? I really think I'm going to have to sack you now, you mental cunt.
Look into my eyes, Tony. You are feeling very sleepy, very drowsy. You are feeling very sleepy indeed. Go to sleep, Tony. When you wake up, you will do exactly as I tell you.
I will do exactly as you tell me, Harry.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, you're back in the room.
You know what, Harry, I'm looking forward to next season. You're definitely the man to take us forward. I blame Warnock. Yes, I totally blame Warnock. And Mark Hughes. Definitely not you, though. Here is my checkbook. Harry is great. We need more players. Black cock. Lots of lovely black cock. Would you like a pay rise, Harry?
Jizz in my pants. Yes, I jizz in my pants.
Fucking terrific.